Let's take you live to Jerusalem now. Our correspondent Sally Lockwood is there for us. And Sally, the IDF has reiterated claims from its perspective that there is, I quote, no starvation in Gaza. It's highly questionable that they can even say that, but it does appear as though their actions are telling a different story now to the words they're saying.
Yeah, certainly. If there's no starvation, or at least no concern of starvation in Gaza, then why did the Israeli Air Force do an aid drop over northern Gaza overnight? So that was the first aid drop that has come from the air since they announced they were to resume. And we understand that foreign nations will now begin those airdrops today. The United Arab Emirates has said that the situation in Gaza is unprecedented and they are to resume airdrops with immediate effect. We are expecting Jordan to begin airdrops as well, and we know that the British are in contact with the Jordanian authorities about getting British aid onto aircraft and into Gaza. But those airdrops are fraught with issues. There's images circulating on social media from that Israeli airdrop overnight showing the absolute chaos and desperation of people fighting for food, flour, flying up in the air as people grapple for supplies. These aid drops are fraught with problems because they're not targeted, they're extremely dangerous, they often land in the sea and people have to risk their lives going to retrieve them. And on top of that, there's also the risk of looting and theft. They don't always make it to the very vulnerable that really need it. And of course, we've seen those images that have been splashed on newspapers all around the world that has led to this international condemnation and pressure on Israel to act when it comes to aid reaching civilians in Gaza. On top of that, airdrops can only carry a few tons of aid, whereas convoys coming in by land, just 5 lorries can carry up to 100 tons of life-saving equipment, food and medical supplies. So on top of the airdrops, Israel has also announced that they're going to create these tactical pauses in 3 areas of the Gaza Strip today for the duration of the day until this evening to allow much needed aid to be distributed to these densely populated areas. And on top of that, they're going to also try to ensure designated safe routes for aid convoys, because Israel has long criticised the UN, saying there's aid in Gaza, why is it not being distributed? Well, the UN is arguing it's simply not safe. We've been unable to get aid to those people who need it because it's an active war zone and it's so extremely dangerous. Of course, it's worth remembering that the World Food Programme has mentioned in the last couple of days that around 1/3 of the population of Gaza haven't eaten for several days. So while it does seem that we're now seeing the flow of aid resume into Gaza in a way that we haven't seen for months, there really is no time to waste.
Joining us live from Jerusalem, Sally, appreciate it. Thank you.